iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here, race fan. It is Southern National here tonight for the Arts Barber Shop Night for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series presented by Red Light Racing. It's coming down to the end of the season, and what does that mean? Well, somebody's going to get crowned a champion. The championship has come down to 3 drivers. Dave Bragg, who holds a 2-point lead over the wily veteran of Rex Hoyle. And the store magnet of Dan Butler is still right there on the cusp. 14 points back and just 2 races left this season. The 2 races left this season, one right here tonight, the Arts Barbershop Night here at Southern National Motorsports Park. And then next week, it's the championship night, brought to us by Culpepper's Bakery and Cafe from the New Smyrna Speedway. Fender cars. Tonight, the late model stock. Next week, the super late models. That is all we have. Just 2 races left here to decide those top 3 spots in the championship standings. Brandon Feeney is 4th in the championship standings overall, just 28 points back. It's right on the border. He'd have to probably win both races going forward here this season and hope that his competition has some downfalls. But as you can see here tonight, the drivers are already down there on the lineup. So what do you say we head trackside here tonight, get that Six Rings Racing starting lineup. Starting on the front row, snagging another pole. He's been on a hot streak here as of late, winning 2 races in a row. That'll be the number 2 out of Huntley, Illinois, and that'll be Brian Hacker. To his outside, hailing north of the border, the 989, that'll be the Scott Duncan entry. The Double V entry out of Canada also, driving car number 53, the Switch Tire Jiffy Lube, number 53, that'll be Victor Vowles. Back into the 4th spot here tonight, the aging hippie, it'll be the number 73, that's Philly Edwards. 54, that is car 54. He's in 2nd in the championship standing. That'll be Rex Hoyle. He'll start back in 5th. The Canadian Invasion Switch Tire Jiffy Lube number 31 of Dave Bragg will start in the 6th spot, while the Higgins Hill Racing Checkered Flag Auto Supply, the Cowboy Rob Higgins, will go 7th. Dan the Man Butler, car number 21 out of the racing school, will go 8th. And then it'll be Mike Tashrow, the instructor, car 33. He'll start 9th. And back into the 10th spot, he got a top 3 practice time here tonight, the 01 of A.J. Watkins. He'll start 10th. Culpepper's Bakery and Cafe number 14 will start back there into the 11th spot for Brian Bianchi. Mark Jenkins will start 12th, 13th to Ada Navecchione. Joshua Buckley will start there in 14th, 15th. The Big Bruce Customs number 26 of Dennis Bruce. Brandon Feeney and Bob Higgins at the Checkered Flag Auto Supply 20-year anniversary. Number 30 ready to go this time already out of turn number 4. Green flag is up. Green flag here tonight in the Arts Barber Shop 100 here at the Southern National Motorsports Park is green. The late model stocks here tonight for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Scrambler Series. Lap number 1 will go to Brian Hacker, but he was sideways, all sorts of out of shape that time, out of turn number 4. Was able to hold on to the bad boy, though, himself. Hacker continuing to lead. The battle, though, will be towards the mid-pack right now. Dan Butler is getting passed up. That's the Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe number 14. Butler having some handling problems early on here. A.J. Watkins stuck behind number 21 of Butler. Now Watkins will get down to the bottom side of the speedway. There you see the 0-1 Celebrate Remax entry. That driver out of Florida. 17 drivers took the green flag here tonight. Brian Hacker is the race leader here on lap number 5. There you see the Austin Designs number 02. Or just number 2. It's a big number 2 on that car here tonight. Scott Duncan still sitting there. We've seen Brian Hacker the last couple of weeks have some of the fastest machines out onto the speedway. Now here comes Duncan. Hacker going to go to the high side. He'll let the Office Depot 989 of Duncan get through. Duncan just set the fast time. Last time by was a 14.61 second lap time for Scott Duncan. So as he continues to lead tonight, that'll be lap number 2 for him. Brian Hacker falling back into that second position. And Victor Vaz, the double V entry. There you see the Jiffy Lube switch tire sponsored number 53. He's just sitting there into the 3rd spot right now. Victor came in 5th overall in the championship standings. Been able to pick up 2 wins this season. Still 2 more chances on the card this year. Rex Hoyle sitting just behind him in car 54 as the battle for the race lead. Now here comes Brian Hacker. He'll put the ponies down on the bottom side of the speedway and try to let them eat here tonight. Only 2 leaders so far have been Hacker and Duncan, and Hacker back to the point here, lap number 11. Now Duncan stuck on the outside. Is he able to get down? He will, out of turn 2, right to the back bumper of that Austin Designs number 2. Looking back off the race leader's bumper, that is the nose of the Scott Duncan entry. That's how close they're racing here tonight. Hacker is the race leader. Oh, maybe a little nudge. Hang on to it, Brian Hacker. Good job there by those 2 drivers getting a little contact and making sure that they were staying pointed in the right direction. Rob Higgins, the Cowboy, going to wind her up. That's for sure. And, oh, just a little kiss. Just a little kiss to the outside wall there. Now it's going to be the 0-1 of A.J. Watkins. You see him right there. He's on the outside. Here comes Dan Butler trying to work his way back into the top 10 here tonight. Butler's right there, and right behind him, that's the 13MA. That is Joshua Buckley. See these drivers all battling back here for the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th position. Don't forget about the Big Bruce Customs number 26 of Dennis Bruce right there in the blue machine. Another one of those drivers part of that Canadian Invasion crew here. Battle back for the race lead again. It was Scott Duncan down on the inside, but not able to put the power down. Huntley, Illinois, Brian Hacker continuing to lead here, but there is battles all over the speedway. Look at Philly Edwards trying to defend that 5th position. Here comes the number 31, Dave Bragg, the championship leader coming into the night. He had a 2-point lead over the driver of car 54 of Rex Hoyle, and right now it is a 1-point deficit between those 2 drivers. So as Dave Bragg gets underneath the 73 and completes the pass, here comes the 33 of Mike Taschereau. Taschereau having his best statistical season this year with the series. He was able to pick up a win at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Dashro comes in 8th in the points, picking up 2 wins actually on the season. He's had 3 top 5 finishes. And tonight, he's the biggest mover by picking up 3 spots early on. See the 14 of Brian Bianchi all over the back end now of the number 73 of Philly Edwards. That would be the battle for the 7th position, as Edwards has lost 2 positions in the last 5 laps. But this front group being led by Brian Hacker has... Oh, sideways for Jenkins! Mark Jenkins just ended up somehow saving that 99, the driver out of Richmond, Virginia. Saved it, only ended up losing 2 positions on the ordeal. Aidan Alvecchio moving to the inside of car number 38. There's Brandon Feeney. We've seen that car just a couple weeks ago for the first time on display, and now it's debuted also here tonight at Southern National. That's the Feeney car, number 38 of Brandon Feeney. Brand new number, brand new colors, brand new logos on that number 38. The Feeney car podcast over on YouTube and Spotify. Interviewing racers from Canada. Look at them. They're almost 3 wide. We might have to interview all 3 of them here. Feeney gonna get down, pitch that number 271 of Aidan Alvecchio. They are 3 wide off turn number 4 at the line. It is A.J. Watkins holding on to the spot. He'll actually lose a spot there down in turn number 2 as he just lost the turn on the car. So Watkins losing a spot there to Feeney. Possibly going to lose the spot here to Aidan Alvecchio also. Dennis Bruce is back there. He's fallen back a little bit. Remember, he was up battling with the Butler, Buckley, and Jenkins along with Higgins. And he has fallen back here. Had a big slide, big moment, saved it, but fell back. These drivers all battling back here for about the, call it the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th position. Out front, still Brian Hacker, Scott Duncan, Victor Valls, Dave Bragg has got around Rex Hoyle. You see the 31 has a 3-point lead now in the championship standings. Scott Duncan all over the back end also still of that number 2. Brian Hacker not running away with this one here tonight early on. Last week, he was able to manage the gap from 1st to 2nd. And then late in that one, still had enough tire left on a late race restart to pull off the big W to go 2 in a row. Scott Duncan trying to get there. Had to lift out of the throttle that time. A.J. Watkins losing some spots back here. Him and Dennis Bruce and Bob Higgins still battling it out. Race leaders are bearing down on them. They're going to have to start to get going. There's the battle, and there's the race leaders. Brian Bianchi making the pass on Philly Edwards. That'll bump Philly Edwards back to the 8th spot running currently on lap number 35. And just be saving the good stuff for later on here tonight. Dennis Bruce able to get around A.J. Watkins. Remember, Watkins had a very fast lap time as he'll slap it off the boards. Fast lap time in our practice session early on here tonight. Right now here during the race, though, may have just missed some adjustments on that car. Bob Higgins trying to get to the inside so he doesn't go a lap down in car number 30. Higgins in the checkered flag auto supply 20-year anniversary. These guys still battling side by side in front of the race leader. A.J. Watkins will give way to the outside. Race leader Brian Hacker and Scott Duncan will work the bottom side of the speedway. Now Bob Higgins going to move up off the bottom side of the groove, and he will go a lap down. That'll put the number 26, the big Bruce Customs, number 26 of Dennis Bruce as the driver that is on the cut line. Well, the driver that is left on the last on the lead lap. Look at all these drivers trying to get around lap traffic right now. Bob Higgins still just rolling the outside, trying to stay out of the way of the race leaders. His car just not quite up to snuff early on here in this one. Closing in on halfway this time by Brian Hacker. We'll see just 9 more laps away from the halfway point home here tonight in the Austin Designs number 2, the driver out of Huntley, Illinois. Still have 7 drivers here in the front pack. Problems. Joshua Buckley. Caution lights are on. Notice Joshua Buckley's transponder as you see it disappear right there. Buckley having some connection issues, I do believe, here tonight with our server. So as the caution lights are on, the race leaders early on coming here to pit road. Here comes Brian Hacker, because this is just about halfway. So if you have them, you might as well use them. Dave Bragg will stay out. So as your race leaders all come to pit road here, what do you say we take a quick glance back here and see what happened to Mark Jenkins, Joshua Buckley, and Rob Higgins. There's the Jenkins, number 99. Down into the corner, and oh, Joshua Buckley having some problems. He gets into the back of the 99. Rob Higgins actually ended up just slowing down there. He's right on board with Rob Higgins here. Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, and around goes the 99. So that's all going to start with the Hocus Pocus trick by Joshua Buckley. So a couple drivers coming to pit road, a couple drivers staying out here under this caution flag here. Looks like Dave Bragg, Dan Butler, Rob Higgins, Brandon Feeney, and Aiden Alvecchio all elect to stay out here tonight. Drivers that did come to pit road looking like Brian Hacker came to pit road, Mike Taschereau, Brian Bianchi, Scott Duncan, Victor Valls, Philly Edwards, Bob Higgins, and Mark Jenkins. Lights are out. We're ready to go back racing here. It'll be 47 laps completed here tonight at Southern National in the Arts Barbershop 100. As the green flag is back into the air, we'll race him out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. It is Dave Bragg leading the way. So as Dave Bragg leads the way, it is Rob Higgins, the Cowboy. And Dan Butler, the Storm Magnet, back here. Big Hornet's nest behind them, though. A lot of those drivers, remember, they have taken tires, and now they got to try and come through the field. 49 in, 51 to go here tonight. Aiden Alvecchio, big left-hand turn. Something happened to the 271 of Aiden Alvecchio, and he will pull it pit side here. A very abrupt entry to pit road for the 271 of Aiden Alvecchio. Let's take a look back here. What happened to Aiden? Watch the 271, the driver out of South Carolina. Not sure if a malfunction, something looking like it going awry. As the caution lights are on, as you see as we come back live. Brian Hacker, Scott Duncan, I believe, and a slew of other drivers. I believe the 54 also involved here. The second time the caution lights have come out. So let's take a look. Let's take it back. Oh, the 99 of Jenkins getting into the 54 of Rex Hoyle. And then everybody wadded up as it just got clogged. There you see the 33 of Mike Taschereau. Right on board, Rex Hoyle. Watch the 54, the yellow and red machine right there, just Bam! A lot of good cars wrapped up in this one. Brian Hacker, who's led the most laps here tonight, he's involved. Drivers involved: Brian Bianchi, Brian Hacker, Mike Taschereau, Rex Hoyle, Mike Taschereau. Drivers that all had a ton of damage on that one. Believe we're going to get the one to go already, so a quick cleanup here tonight. It would be Rob Higgins, the Cowboy, leading the way with Brandon Feeney, Brian Hacker, Dan Butler. A couple drivers came to pit road, so the scoring pylon may be a little incorrect here for a moment. It will sort itself out after we go back racing. Here we come, Higgins and Feeney on the front row. Great start by Higgins, but look at Feeney in the Feeney call entry, able to just whip around the outside. At the line, give it to Brandon Feeney leading that lap. Hacker in the Austin Designs number 2 with a little bit of snout damage on that machine. Still able to sing a pretty good song. Hanging right there with the leaders. Hope there's no radiator damage to him. Right now, look at the Feeney call and a little contact there. Butler and Hacker got a little link together. Dave Bragg right there just trying to have a quiet night. As the battle still rages here for the race lead. Now the outside lane starting to deteriorate a little bit for Brandon Feeney. Maybe the tire pressures came back up on the number 40 of Rob Higgins. Higgins now has about a half a car length at the line, but Feeney still rallying on the outside there. Look at Higgins just trying to hold off the number 2 of Brian Hacker down to the bottom side. That is Dave Bragg down there. Victor Valls is down there. Looks like the outside for Brandon Feeney. As long as he hits it perfectly, it works for him. And Hill slingshot to the race lead. Now look at Brian Hacker. Hill roll to the outside, see if he can get around the number 40 of Rob Higgins. Feeney out front here. A little slap to the wall that time for the number 2 of Brian Hacker down the back straightaway. Come by, they'll put lap number 64 in the books. Still anybody's ball game, looking at it, and there are 7 drivers here in that front group that are left on the lead lap with a chance to win here tonight. Got battles all the way back here. That's the 13 of Joshua Buckley, the 21 of Butler, but here comes Brian Hacker back to the point. Hacker back leading here tonight in the Arts Barber Shop 100. Almost 3 wide racing back there for second. Feeney losing the handle on the Feeney call. Has to get back into a rhythm. Higgins. We saw him involved in an earlier wreck. Did the motor get damaged because he's rolling the bottom side and all these drivers are getting around him on the outside groove. Dave Bragg into third and looking for more, trying to get around the liquid Molly. Feeney call number 38 of Brandon Feeney. He'll roll the outside. He's got, I believe, 2 fresh tires. That is for Dave Bragg versus Brandon Feeney, who does not have new tires. He did not go to pit road in the number 38. So it is now Brian Hacker, Dave Bragg. Now here comes Victor Valls. He's going to rip the lip to the outside. 30 to go here tonight at Southern National. The Art Barber Shop 100 here for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series presented by Red Light Racing. Just 30 more rotations. It's Hacker, Bragg, Valls, Feeney, Higgins, Buckley. You see the 73 of Philly Edwards. It is not a battle for position. Edwards is back into the 8th spot right now. 1 lap down. He's battling the number 14, the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe number 14 of Brian Bianchi. because that is a spot for the lucky dog, and almost some contact there between the 73 and the 13 MA. Out ahead of them, though, is Higgins and Feeney battling for the 4th position. Trying to get it here tonight. Edwards again around the 13 MA, but he brings along this competitor, the number 14 of Brian Bianchi. Bianchi has the newer tires. Look at the 73 of Philly Edwards. Thought he had the run, thought he had the speed, thought he was going to the inside there to make it 3 wide down to reserve number 1, backed out of it, thought better of it. Brandon Feeney slides up the speedway now. He'll lose the spot to Rob Higgins. And now we're seeing with just 25 laps to go. Who has what left in the tank, left in the bank, and what kind of rubber is left on the tires? Does Bragg have anything for Hacker? Joshua Buckley under attack back here for the 6th spot. That is the Storm Magnet. Dave Bragg, as you saw, the 26 of Dennis Bruce, just slapping off the wall there. Buckley able to continue to hold that spot there in position number 6. Bianchi's trying everything he can. He'll swing it to the outside. Not going to quite have the run just yet. Maybe to the back corner panel that time of the number 73 of Philly Edwards, but not able to carry it. Now here comes the 14 to the inside. He'll have a nose. Almost contact there. Bianchi gonna drift king, and he'll find the inside retaining wall. The Culpeper Bakery and Cafe number 14 of Brian Bianchi was in the running for the lucky dog position. And now with 20 to go, it looks like his night will just about be done. Hacker continuing to lead the way here. Feeney and Buckley going at it. Couple years ago, Brandon Feeney putting a couple of those Granny Hips Walkers and Canes stickers on his race car up in Canada. As Joshua Buckley takes the Granny Hips Walkers and Canes entry into 5th now. Here comes Dan Butler. He is looking for at least one more position here tonight. As one of our championship hopefuls, Rex Hoyle, remember, in car 54, being scored back into the 13th spot. He was just 2 points out of the championship top spot here tonight. Dave Bragg running in 2nd. He was the championship leader, so right now that points gap looking to be extended here. Dan Butler having himself a solid night as Joshua Buckley will bank it off the wall. The tennis balls go flying right off the bottom side of that walker. Anybody over in turn 4, please return the tennis balls to the 13 MA pit stall after the race. He'll need them to get back home. And, yep, into turn 2. Josh, I'm told if you don't hit the wall, you go faster. Josh, you can't hit the wall. Can he go 4 for 4? Let's find out on turn 2. Oh, nope. Nope, race fans, he didn't get it. It looked like he was going to get turn 4 again, but he won't. There's the Austin Designs entry. He'll come by, and it'll just say just 12 laps to go. 12 laps remaining here tonight at Southern National. What do you think? Can Brian Hacker hold off Dave Bragg? Let's check the times here with just the 11 to go at the line. Last time by was a 4:91 for Hacker to a 15 flat for Bragg. So Hacker turning the wick up here at the end. He'll have some lap traffic out ahead of him. That's Aiden Alvecchione. That's Bob Higgins, and then there's Brandon Feeney. The tires just absolutely destroyed on the 38 of Brandon Feeney in the Feeney call. Driver out of Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. 9 to go for Brian Hacker. He'll get around Aiden Alvecchione. Aiden being scored into the 12th spot here tonight. Everybody else pretty much spread out except for these two. Joshua Buckley, since losing his tennis balls off his walker, cannot get the 13 MA to turn. That thing is absolutely crazy. As one driver back out onto the racetrack, there's the 54 of Rex Hoyle. He's down on the bottom side of the speedway. He's going to turn a lap, and he'll bring it right back to pit road. No, he'll stay out there. Just rolling bottom. That car is very ill handling and broken. 6 more times, and the gap is opening for Brian Hacker. Hacker not able to run the full season this year with 5 laps to go. He's looking to pick up his 5th win of the season if he can. Puts Bob Higgins another lap down. Hacker picked up his 4th pole award here tonight, trying to pick up his 5th win of the season, his 7th top 5, his 7th top 10. And just his 9th start. His worst finish was back at Stafford, where he got wrapped up in a wreck, finished 21st on the day. And back at Phoenix, as the popsicle sticks go up, he finished 17th. Those are his only 2 finishes outside the top 3. Every other race Brian Hacker has competed in this season here with the series, he has finished inside the top 3, as it will be the Culpeper's Bakery Cafe. White flag is out. It's one more time around here tonight in the Arts Barber Shop race here tonight at Southern National. And out of turn 4, he will leave Joshua Buckley stay on the lead lap, and Brian Hacker will pick up his 3rd win in a row. So Hacker picks up the win with Dave Bragg in 2nd. Victor Valls come across the line in 3rd. And how about Rob Higgins finishing in 4th? And Joshua Buckley will come out of 4 this time. He will pick up his 5th place finish and the most spots gained here tonight by the Granny Hips Walkers and Canes, number 13 MA. There's your winner down there, parked to the inside. It's Brian Hacker. He's the winner here tonight of the Arts Barber Shop 100. So as Hacker's down there, we'll take a quick step away. We'll be back with your post-race show, race fans. We'll talk to the top 3 finishers after 100 laps here tonight at Southern National.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to the Southern National Motorsports Park here tonight on the Arts Barbershop night. Everybody getting their hair clipped tonight, courtesy of Arts Barbershop before tonight's race, to get a quick clip here before they put on the bold helmet to go out there and rock 'em, sock 'em boppers for 100 laps. A lot of good racing here tonight at Southern National, with the driver that will walk away with the win. He's standing by here in just a couple of moments, but he's able to pick up his third consecutive win here on the season, marking his total at 5 wins so far this season as he picks up that award. Let's head trackside here tonight to talk to the driver who set quick time and picked up another P1 finish here tonight. Hacker, that Austin Designs number 2, looking pretty fast out there, but man, it's got some damage on it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in front of us there. We pitted with that yellow about halfway. I knew right side tires were going to be good. I didn't realize how quickly that pace car was going to come up. I know it caught a couple guys off guard. It caught me off guard, and really made the rest of the race interesting. We had to come up through the field, and something happened in front of us, and I tried to avoid it and couldn't, and sure enough, this thing had some pretty good damage to it. I thought it was maybe going to be detrimental, and got it going and thought about pitting, and then decided just to take the track position. And to be completely honest with you, the thing was a dump truck the rest of the way home. It had an arrow push like nobody's business, but I tried to save tires for about 15 or 20 laps into that green flag run, and then with about 15 to go, I just went hammer down.
You went hammered down, and after last week having to go into a little bit of green-white checker attempts to finish that one off, were you hoping here tonight with the damage and the way the car was handling that we weren't going to have any more of those late race cautions?
Yeah, I was hoping so. We had taken the white flag, but I heard, car low on the car slow on the bottom, and I thought, oh god, like don't do this to me again. But I realized we had taken the white flag, and then no yellow, so we were able to bring it home just fine. But yeah, there was definitely the thought crossed my mind with under 10 to go that the yellow could come out, and that might have been a bad thing for us. It just took a while to get this thing going. It really did not want to handle there at the end.
And at the end, that final lap of the race, there was a car out in front of you. Was that, I believe, that 13MA, something like that? Were you thinking about putting that car lap down? Were you trying to? Because that would have been the 5th place car here tonight.
I honestly wasn't paying attention to what place he was, but no, I knew that there was a car a little slow in front of him, and I didn't know where he was going to go, if he's going to try to get around him or avoid him or what. So I checked in the mirror and didn't see any immediate threats, so we just kind of rolled around that last lap and came to the checkered. I wasn't trying to necessarily put anyone a lap down. I also I didn't know how far back Dave was, so I just wanted to make sure we had the cushion there to be safe.
Well, you had enough cushion for the push, and that is for sure here tonight, Hacker, as you pick up your 5th win of the season. A great race all in all, so what do you say we just roll this red carpet out and see who's on the side?
Yeah, so Austin Designs makes this car look pretty good when it's not beat to hell. So thanks to Scott Austin for putting good looking wraps on all the cars. Thanks to Carbon Junction, Narrative Coffee, Pathfinder Chassis. Also thanks to Aberdeen Lodge, Buckley and gang for putting this on. Red Light, our Turn 3 Racing Network for making this all possible on the YouTube and social media pages. Checkered Flag Auto Supply for being the season-long sponsor and letting us do what we do. And Arts Barbershop for tonight's sponsor. Our boy AJ is off and running in a different racing adventure in real life, so can't make it here on Thursdays any longer. But wish him the best tonight in his debut, I believe, in RC racing.
So there you have it, Brian Hacker picking up his 5th win of the season, 3rd in a row here on Thursday night. So he'll take another one of those trophies home here. The driver that will finish in the 2nd position, though. Very uneventful night for you, Dave. You kind of just hung around in that 2nd position, didn't ruffle any feathers, and the car looks good.
Yeah, game plan going in for sure was just to keep it clean. Running for a championship, points are tight. So really just a clean run, good points night. It's all we really needed, but I really don't think anybody was going to be touching Hacker tonight. As damaged as his car was, he still was on rails and he was gone. Even with his aero push, there was nothing I could even do to even keep that gap any closer than what it was.
So with that in mind, you know, you wanted to have that good, clean race. You check that off here tonight. You came in with a 2-point lead over Rex Hoyle, who unfortunately got wrapped up in a wreck, and you beat Dan Butler. Those are the two drivers that you're battling for this championship. Now with this second place finish, and you see that those drivers finished a little bit lower than you in the standings here tonight. What is going to be the mindset now leaving here and headed into the final race of the season next week with about, called a 10-point lead?
Man, it's going to be head down, go to work. Winning a championship without wins is kind of unheard of at this point, especially in this league. There's a lot of top running guys week in, week out. Tell you, pretty much chasing Dalton. If we're not chasing Dalton, we're chasing Hacker. It's nonstop trying to grow and build week in and week out. And it's even better when we're going to be able to actually take it home without a win. Kind of a little more of a notch to say how clean we can keep this race car and bring her home, even though we're not bringing home the checkered flags every weekend.
We may not be in victory lane week in and week out, but this car is consistently inside the top 5 all season. The program a couple years ago was a starter program. You ran around the mid to back of the field, and all of a sudden in the last season and a half, this 31 crew has really started to hit on something. What have you guys found back home?
Man, just working with the boys, turning laps, keeping our heads down. Dalton honestly has really stepped up as kind of like a mentor for me. He's turned laps with me. I've been spotting for him Monday night, so being able to watch him drive the car, it's been teaching me a few things here and there, that as much as we can. And you know, it's really just a team effort. It's just me behind the wheel and these guys figuring out all the information that they need to get me kind of up there week in, week out.
Well, the car looks fast, and next week you will have a chance to win your first career championship on Thursday night here with the series. So what do you say we let you get out there and start turning some laps, practicing to see if you can find the right lines next week? What do you say? Who's on the side back home north of the border there?
Always a big shout out to the Jiffy Lube squad, to the Switch Tire guys. They're always hitting up the chat while I'm in the middle of the race, so I see my phone flashing. I'm going to have to get to it here to answer all of them. They're all losing their minds, I think. But yeah, again, my brother, who huge supporter for me here, he watches pretty much every single stream. Can't thank him enough. And my beautiful wife, who sits out in the living room and takes care of the dogs and the kids while I pretend to drive cars around in circles. So I can't thank them enough.
Well, there you hear it. Dave Bragg races virtual pixel race cars in circles here on Thursday night. He's going to be your championship leader headed into the final race of the season. He will finish here tonight, though, in P number 2. The driver that'll finish behind him by 1 spot. He was a couple seconds behind, but he still finishes 3rd here tonight. And, well, wouldn't you know it, he's from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. Also, Victor, a great run for this Jiffy Lube number 53. And just like your counterpart down the road there, it was a pretty uneventful night for you.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. Like, tried to keep the marks and everything else. Everybody running a good, clean race and best of their abilities. It was a heck of a race, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty proud of what we accomplished as a team there. Proud of Dave getting another top 3, finishing 2nd place. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better finish, to be honest with you.
Well, you could ask for a victory lane photo at least, right? The 53 could have looked good there, picking up your 3rd win. But what did you need out of this 53 to go up there and compete with Hacker or Bragg?
To be honest, more seat time. I know I can drive quick. I know I can put off fast laps with them. I need seat time to get more consistent, to be able to hang with them. I tend to burn my tires up a little fast, but sometimes it works out for me. Most times it doesn't.
These 100-lap races here on Thursday night, a lot of people say 100 laps, they're sprint races. But in the mindset of somebody that's been behind the wheel before, I mean, are these sprint races? And, you know, is there anything you can do to maybe save the tires a little bit longer other than just sitting there in the seat time?
I mean, to me, they're not a sprint race. Like in real life, I do 2 8-lap heats and a 20-lap feature. So it's go, 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 make your move. 100 laps is a lot of save your tires, easy on the throttle, lift early, and try to make sure you got enough there at the end so that you can hammer down and hopefully get that next position in front of you.
Well, you were able to hammer down, and, well, it looked like you saved some tires because you were pretty quick here at the end. So a great run tonight here for you, Victor, and the whole team back home. Who do you got to thank? As I know there is a ton of people out there in chat blowing up about the Canadian Invasion posse here.
It's a slight bit of a repeat with Dave there. The Jiffy Lube guys, Switch Tire guys, Big Bruce Custom for designing our cars, giving us awesome paint schemes. Got to thank the family there. Wife keeps the kids occupied, so I can play invisible car while I go roundy round, as she likes to say. And all the friends and family that support, as you mentioned there in the chat, everybody's blowing it up. Awesome to support the league. We love it. The guys love watching it. We hope to keep doing it.
There it is, the car 53 here tonight. Victor Valls, the driver out of Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, part of that Canadian Invasion something up there. They're invading, that is for sure. Half the field here tonight was part of that Canadian Invasion crew, but it is going to be Brian Hacker, the one out of Huntley, Illinois, that takes home the victory here tonight. Hacker goes to victory lane. Dave Bragg will finish there in second. Third will be Victor Valls, and then it will be Rob Higgins and Joshua Buckley rounding out the top five. Josh Buckley will sit there and pick up also the most positions gained here tonight in the Arts Barbershop 100 here from Southern National. So a great race here tonight for a lot of these drivers. I know one driver in particular will want this one back, and that'll be the 54 of Rex Hoyle, who gets wrapped up in a wreck on lap number 60, and he will finish well back into the 13th position here tonight, and that might have done it in for his championship hopes. So Dave Bragg will head into the final race of the season as the championship leader. It'll be Dave Bragg, Dan Butler, and Rex Hoyle, all within 26 points of each other, headed into the final race of the season. We'll see which one of those drivers are going to be able to hold on and take that championship just next week. That next week's race, that will be brought to us by Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe. That will be from the New Smyrna Speedway on May the 25th for 100 laps in championship night. But that's going to about do it here from Southern National. For everybody at Arts Barbershop, everybody with Checkered Flag Auto Supply, all everybody from Red Light Racing, and all of us here from the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's virtual broadcast here of pixelated race cars making left-hand turns from Southern National. Till we catch you next time to watch some more pixelated racing. That'll be next Thursday night. We hope you all stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.